My Soulmate's a Slime by admay 1925 battle segment, Shedding Tree. Tempest had really gone all out this time. To think that they have included a lot of competitions not only for the battle segment, one of the guests chides talking to the other visitors. I know, right? With the performances aside, I really enjoyed the cooking competition, and the talent show. Who would have known, many of our peers and people have hidden talents, agreed another. I enjoyed the painting exhibition. As if all of the paintings are alive, you see. Ah. I have to agree with you on that. This Tempest Festival has upgraded through leaps and bounds. There was never a dull moment. Hearing the comments brought smiles to Rimaru's highest subordinates. The group was currently on the way to the Colosseum for the battle segment of the festival. Speaking off, the Colosseum's rapidly being filled with the eager audiences who'd like to witness the most anticipated battles for the so-called challengers. The participants are on the waiting room, warming up and getting themselves ready. While on a hidden part of the Colosseum lies another waiting room that even Rimuru isn't aware of. It's a special case that was built for that occasion. If they were to prepare outside, then the surprise would be blown and it would end before it even started. 10 minutes to showtime, one of the crew said. Makeup artists and stylists did a final check on the ladies participating in the surprise performance. We all ready? I'm nervous. There's around 70,000 people out there? Hey, it's fine. We're here with you. Just enjoy our performance, yeah? We practiced for this and even Rimuru-sama's kept in the dark, so we must give it our all. That made me even nervous, eh? Rimuru looks around confused. Sitting on his usual place at the Colosseum, he was expecting his wife to show up and take her place besides him only to go Mia. Missing in action. This is odd. Maya isn't here too. Wait, even Shion? His secretary would always stand beside him, so it's quite alarming to see her not there. Whatever they are planning, he just hopes, fingers crossed, that it wouldn't cause him heart attack or anyone for that matter. Another secret activity that they didn't bother telling him. Rimuru-sama. Huh? He looked to his right just to see Sue pointing down at the arena battle floor. To his surprise, as soon as the countdown was done, fireworks exploded in the sky forming the words, "Welcome to Tempest." What the when was this included? Ladies and gentlemen, friends and visitors, welcome to the highly anticipated battle of the underdogs and challengers. Soka, the ever-adorable younger sister of Gabiru and Sue's partner, once again took her place on the arena floor as the master of ceremony. We have a treat for every one of you this year. A one-of-a-kind performance before the start of the battle segment. I am sure almost everyone in this Colosseum has never seen what is about to be performed in a few minutes. She hyped the crowd, who responded with loud cheers. Rimuru was speechless. For real, is surprising him the new trend these days? Cause everyone seems to have something hidden under their sleeves to surprise him. Or better yet, a heart attack. He doesn't have to question who had this planned. It's either his little wifey or that sly of a sister-in-law. Hang on, Diablo and Shion could be the perfect instigators too. A sky-blue fog suddenly filled the arena floor, high enough to block everyone's sights from what is about to happen. But as soon as it cleared, the audience couldn't quite fathom what they are about to see. Well, even Rimuru. Standing in position are the ladies missing in action. Dressed in uniformed modern sky-blue performance dresses, like those of the singers back in his own world, they shocked everyone when they suddenly started dancing as the music blared. With the others as backup dancers, Maya started singing as everyone got on with their routine. Maeva took her turn, singing her part and taking center stage. Special effects were also in place as they incorporated some of their sparkly magics. The audience were in trance at first, still comprehending what is happening, having not seen performance such as this. But as soon as they've overcome that shock, the Colosseum was soon filled with roars of cheerings, getting hyped up. Rimuru's jaw dropped as soon as Maeva and Maya started rapping, their lyrics in timely and relevant with the festival and how they wished for peace and overcoming differences. Noir, who was seated beside his master, is watching proudly, trapped in the performance routine as well. Rimuru couldn't blame him though. Who would have thought the sisters would pull something modernized like this? And to think they did this in secret. Seems like everyone's receiving it warmly, as well. Guess he'll just answer some questions later from curious alliances. The performance soon ended and the cheering was like a bomb exploding all over the place. I swear these girls are taking 100 years of my life, Rimuru muttered, but then smiled to himself. He will not let them off the hook though. This is something never seen before and he'll be subjected to intense questioning for sure. Finally, the long-awaited battle segment had started. Two eager contenders were faced off, exchanging blows and taunting one another. With one soon winning, they moved to the next participants right away. People raised their flags on who they would want to win. Skills were showed, magical powers harnessed and their battle IQ tested. What an interesting rally everyone, to think it would end in a draw. Congratulations the both of you for advancing to the next round, Soka says cheerfully. Who wouldn't be when the pair who battled are both water mages, ages 10. They were so cute to watch that the crowd asked it to be a draw, as seen in their results as well. Now then, we have a special entry today. One-of-a-kind battle segment I am sure not many of us has seen yet. Brace yourself ladies and gentlemen, as approved by Rimuru-sama. This next contender is given the right to challenge anyone she desires. Without further ado, may I introduce to everyone, the newly crowned Queen of Thadia Kingdom, Queen Talia Waifalma. Before the crowd could even react, the edges of the arena floor suddenly blazed with bluish flames, before the Queen herself materialized on the center. She's a lot younger than expected and has this innocent look on her, however, the glint in her eyes says otherwise. As Soka gave her the magic-powered mic, she wanders her gaze on the crowd before looking straight at Rimuru. Yee! Why are you looking this way, old hag? I don't want to duel with you, so look away, Rimuru say, and it made Noir chuckle. Rimuru-sama, you can't go back on your words. You are the one who granted this special entry to challenge anyone she desires, the High Prince reminded him. The Emperor frowns, but it's too late to take it back. He just made that decision on the fly and now he regrets it. Why would it have to be this queen? Come to think of it, she could be a perfect match for Empress Elmesia. That elf queen would have smacked him if he says that out loud. Speaking of, this queen's aura is no joke. Noir observes the leaking energy from Talia, who still has her keen eyes set on Rimuru. It'd be troublesome if she challenges me though. We are a bad match and... Rimuru was cut off when Talia at last spoke. Talia Waifalma Irby challenged the Empress of this nation. Come here and face me, Tempest Empress. The audience cheered in anticipation, having not seen the Empress yet, but from stories told, she's quite the warrior herself, so this match is one sight to behold. Rimuru and his subordinates had the opposite reaction though. What a twist. Oi, yoi. This is not how I planned to introduce my wife, the Tempest Emperor opposed, but he couldn't really go back on his word now. This sly fox. Rimuru-sama, should I go tackle her? Sue questions, suddenly appearing beside him, again. Huh? No. No, stay put, Sue. Natsu too, stay in your seat. Natsu flinched and sat back down with a pout like a kid having his candy taken. But this queen is a dragon. The wizard protests and Rimuru sighs. I know. But you're a slayer. I don't allow Queen Talia to get scared of you. Natsu scoffs. Scared of me? She keeps challenging me in the past though. Plus, she is like my sister too. Now that is a surprise. Empress of Tempest, come out. Don't run away from me. I know you haven't been introduced yet, but this is a nice way to unveil your identity, is it not? And there is the taunting voice of Talia. A sky-bluish glow appeared on the center of the arena floor, before Maeva gracefully emerged from it. The audience now had mixed reactions. All because they didn't think that one of the ladies who performed just earlier was the Empress herself. As for the VIPs, they were shocked to see that the one who ushered them, poured wine and served them food is none other than Rimuru's wife. What exactly is Tempest thinking? Rimuru could feel steel-like gazes on his back from his allies and he couldn't help but flinch. The secret's out of the bag, but he'll be chewed on later. He suddenly felt a huge amount of his magicules rip from him, not so gently. Raphael. What's that for? His skill, however, didn't answer and just wrapped the magicules around Maeva's midriff and down to her abdomen, surprising him. No one has seen what Raphael did except him. But why is the question? Why did his ultimate skill condense the magicules around Maeva's middle? His attention was however diverted when Maeva spoke through the mic. Greetings, Queen Talia. I am Maeva Tempest, the Empress of this nation. Pleased to meet you. Talia was beyond baffled as well. She had talked to this girl as she dined yesterday. She is the Empress? A disbelieving smile's drawn on her lips. Guess she needed to smack this best friend of hers after. Maeva just winked at her, doing a V sign with her fingers, but she just raised her eyebrow in return. Oh no, being cute wouldn't spare her later. Huh? Why are they acting like longtime friends? Rimuru questions, confused. He heard chuckling and he looked to his left to see Zareth, looking at both girls fondly. Guess my lovely sister didn't tell you. Talia is actually an otherworlder too, from Japan to be exact. She and Maeva had been friends since they were kids, doing things together always. They joined the same sports, same pageants, same modeling company. When I took my sisters back to Alvarez, I took Talia as well cause she wanted to come see the world of her best friend. She stayed at Alvarez and became one of my strongest subordinates actually. Only to be soulmated and became the queen of Thadia, after the visit of King Ryger, her soulmate, Zareth explained. Rimuru's jaw dropped, his body frozen in place. Even Noir was shocked too, not even reacting when Maya suddenly materialized beside him and snatched his drink away. Big sis Talia is gifted with a dragon entity by Ignil himself, Maya shrugs as she sat down excited to watch the match as well. Wait till we are alone, Maeva. You cheeky little fox, Rimuru mumbles, his eyes gazing back down at the duo about clash. Only it's a clash no one has expected and had the fairy tale wizards laughing out. Transformation competition. Both are equipped with transformation magic, so it's a battle of glamour, ladies and gentlemen. Sokka announced as round 1 began. Music rocked the place as the ladies faced one another ready to show off. Casual clothes. Glows wrapped around them, and when it faded, they were garmented with their day-to-day clothes as queens. The audience cheered while the judges casted their votes, revealing the scores on the light magic computer screen, so everyone could see. Formal wear. Another glow, and both queens are now dressed with one of their best formal wears, with complete set of jewelries and tiara. Rimuru had to hold back a chuckle upon knowing that it was Raphael dressing her soulmate, as even Maeva's surprised. The list of requests kept coming and Maeva gave up, allowing Raphael to take over her transformation outfits. Era. We have a request here, but it's likely to cause a commotion. Anyways, swimwear. Sokka reads the set of transformation task. Only for the arena to suddenly tremble in silence when 2 combined auras filled the whole Colosseum. Rimuru and Ryger. That swimwear didn't sit well with them, and just thinking of letting everyone see their wives in that stupid bikini or something makes them want to punch someone. The auras only settled when both queens glared at their husbands, getting sheepish under their wives' intense gazes. There you have your answer, ladies and gentlemen. Let's skip that part, yeah? But don't worry, as the next is the most interesting parts yet. Sokka made sure she read the next segment carefully. Soulmates' powers. Your Majesties, majority has requested that you battle in glamour using your soulmates' powers. So now, entities summon. Talia immediately transformed into one of her combat forms and summoned a Fenrir, the wolf-like creature mighty in stature and has one of the most beautiful fur ever seen. King Ryger smiled proudly. The Fenrir is his very own familiar, and to have seen his wife fully utilize and use his powers made his heart swell with pride. He looked Rimuru's way and grinned smugly, making the latter scoff. As if. Queen Talia summoned King Ryger's Fenrir. How will the Empress of Tempest respond? Sokka Kiri's looking forward to it. Maeva raised her hand and snapped her fingers. Bluish glow enveloped her as she re-equipped into her air combat form, all white in color, mesmerizing her audience. Come to me. Ranga. A white vortex appeared by her side and soon Ranga jumped out of it in his enormous size. Both Ranga and the Fenrir growled, their heads dipped ready to strike. Thankfully, they've calmed down upon the orders of the queens. Once again, the scores tied. Weapon summoning. Talia summoned Ryger's spear coated in her husband's purple fire. Maeva countered by summoning Rimuru's sword and swiped her palm on it, lighting it with her husband's black flame. The score went to Maeva this time and the Tempestians cheered. Now it is getting serious, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves. We are finally going to the highlight, entity clash. Talia looked at her friend and smirked. So, we're doing this again, Maeva? The Empress nodded. Yeah, it has been a while. Then, let's make it flashy. With that, Talia transformed into her dragon form, leaving the audience in both shock and awe. Even in her ice dragon form, she's really beautiful. Maeva then answered by transforming into her full phoenix form. She's white in color surrounded by sky blue mystified flames. For a while, there was silence. Even Rimuru blinked, his mouth agape at the sight of his wife's fire entity form. It's for the first time he and the others have seen it. He was awakened from being in a trance, however, when Talia suddenly blasted ice on Maeva.